Hey everyone, welcome to a GoldenEye Elite.net speedrunning recap. This is for January 2025, the full month of January. I just got back from Minnesota, just got off the flight. Had a cool meet with Clem, Boss, Sean John, and myself. It was a good time. We did some IRL stuff, some laser tag, some mini golf, some cool things like that. Some good dinners, all that jazz. And then we also did a lot of gaming on stream, on Clem's stream. A lot of IL grinding and, fun miscellaneous multiplayer games and match plays and races. So it was a really good meet. It worked out really well. I think it was a good balance. But anyways, now everyone's back to normal life again. And I didn't have time to do this recap. I usually do it around the 31st of a month, but here we are doing it now. It's currently February 2nd, so not so bad. Anyways, so what I'm going to do for this special recap, because there's been, first of all, it's been the LTK League for all of January, as well as there's all the Dan 52s. So it's a different month than usual. It's not just kind of going through from the beginning to the end and talking about everything. I want to start with just talking about the most notable, third place, second place, first place untieds on LTK that happened this month, as well as just recap of, whose team won and all that, and then go over all the Dan 52s, and then after that, fill in blanks with the rest of what's happened this month. 1 second here. Okay, so we are ready to party. Let's go. So, LTK League. Who won? Sean John's team won. It was Sean John, Blue Khakis, Spicy, and myself. We won by, what, like 3,000 points or something? It was a pretty good win. But second place did well as well. And everyone had a good time. Got a lot of times here. So let's see. How about I talk about all the 90 plus point times for LTK and DLTK? So we're starting with, I don't think you can see it here. Can you see it? It's a little bit off screen. Where's he at? All right. Sean John with a damn DLTK 830. That's a 92 pointer. That's kind of crazy, actually. I don't even remember. He got that on the 1st of January. It's like the first day of league. So congrats there to Sean John on a 92 pointer on damn DLTK. A lot of good times to shout out. I will shout out all the runners that participated. We had Jimmy Billy, who wasn't on a team for the first while of league, but got picked up later. And then, so he was just keen on the LTK just as a break from normal mode. But the rest of the people that were playing was Sean John, Perna, Eric the Director, Speedrun Trainer, Raging Clownfish, Blue Khakis, Matt P did a little bit of frigate for fun, it looks like, but he wasn't on a team, as well as Tommy. He wasn't on a team either. Spicy, TXR, Dr. Light, OC. Not sure if he was on a team. I can't remember, but he was getting some times. Myself, obviously. And we got Eric the Director, Pollywood. Seems like that's all the Lake Demon. Again, not sure if he was on a team. Eli F wasn't on a team, but he got something, as well as Joe T. And Will got a little time. So yeah, and then Blaze as well. So we will go over all these things. I just want to shout out all the participants of just people that are playing and PBing on LTK, most of which were on a team for the league. All right, sorry, I had some gunk in my throat. Okay, so anyways, going back, so we had the 92 pointer on from Sean John, and then we have moving on from there. I think it still isn't being shown. There it is. Okay. Yeah, 92 pointer from Sean John on damn DLTK. Back up to some 90 point times. We got, let's see here. Big Tommy with a facility LTK 109. Not bad, not bad. It's a 90 pointer. Pollywood with an infiltration LTK 134. That's untied. I think that was just like he already had the untied. He cut 4 more seconds, so that's very impressive. I got facility DLTK 116. That was a 3-second untied, beating Ace's world record from a couple of years ago. Let's see here. Tommy with a facility LTK 106. That's a 91 pointer. Very solid time. The world record is 100, so 6 seconds off on an LTK level is like pretty good. You know, it's pretty solid. Then I got facility DLTK 111. That's another untied, so I untied by 5 more seconds. So that leaves me at a 8-second untied on that level at the moment. Or wait. Yeah, at the time it was 8 seconds off of Ace's 119. And then Sean John with a dual LTK 9. That's a world record right there. Lake Demon, we had a little bit of competition here between Lake Demon and Pollywood, as you can see. So Lake Demon gets Rescue LTK 254. That's untied. And then Pollywood, oh, and this also had like weird, something went wrong with the capture, right? And then Polly gets a Rescue LTK 252. So he lowers it by 2 more seconds, saying, all right, well, I want this world record. And then Polly again is like 2 more seconds. I'm going to get a 250. So yeah, you aren't touching this, right? Well, who touched it? Lake Demon came out with a Rescue LTK 248. So he says, now I'm going to beat your record by 2 seconds. And that's, that is where it stands for the Rescue LTK. So that's pretty crazy stuff. Pretty cool development there. I got a Silo DLTK 829 which was a 90-point time, so that's pretty solid. Only took me like a couple days to complete that, which is pretty cool. Like I'd completed once before, and I completed again within like 2 or 3 sessions, which is pretty insane. Joe T with a Surface 2 DLTK 136. That's a 90-point time. So that's pretty cool. You got to give it to Joe T to just, you know, he's already playing normal mode, so he's like, oh, I'm going to play a little DLTK because I'm decent at this level now, so I'll just play DLTK, and he gets a 90-point time. So that's pretty good to see, you know. Not many people do that, even though that level does not really much change, you know. It's like you might as well go take your talents and go get like a 90-pointer. But at least he did. Oh, how could I miss this? Big Tommy with a facility DLTK 120. That was a 95-pointer. So that was 3rd place. It was 1 second off of Ace's 119, which was a world record, you know, just like less than a month ago since he had achieved this. So that's pretty insane. He gets the 120. He's like, all right, well, I'm kind of cusping on the sub 120, right? Dr. Light with a crash site LTK 156. That's a 90-point time. And then Blaze, he didn't post this till later. Kind of a funny, controversial story here. Blaze is on one team, gets dropped after, I don't know, not getting a time or whatever. He gets dropped around, I think, the 18th or something. Don't quote me exactly, but the point stands. He gets dropped around like the 17th or 18th. Achieves a time on the 19th. Then gets picked up by a different team. The 2nd place team gets picked up on the 20th. But he achieved this without being on a team, and this was a second place time, 2 seconds off the world record. I mean, Silo DLTK 635, that's an insane time. 2 seconds off the new untied from Boson at 633. But pretty funny, he posted that on like the 30th, and we're just like scrambling, trying to figure out, you know, because my team was a little bit like, oh, is that gonna, like, you know, get, because that gives a lot of bonus points. Getting insane completes like this get you a lot of bonus points. So we were like, where does that put us? And then we're like, wait, he achieved that while he was like in between. He was on the bench. He was like in between teams. So pretty ridiculous situation. I don't know, no hate, but I don't know why Blaze, especially during League, but I don't know why Blaze likes to achieve a time and then post it like 10 days later. Like the Elite has a tradition of posting times, months or a year later or whatever, but it's in a big video, big unhoard or whatever, which is, has its own set of controversies, but that's like the normal, like a normal thing for people to do. But with Blaze, he's just like, I got a time. Yeah, I did this like 10 days ago. It's just like, it's interesting. All right. I'm just saying it's interesting. No, I'm not going to give a positive or negative take on it. It's just, it was very interesting. And then I achieved a Streets DLTK 432. That's a 97 pointer. So it's second place time. It cut like what, like 10 seconds or so into Flicker's insane untied, but he still is, sub 4 minutes. He still is far down there. His record's not getting touched anytime soon, but it was cool to, spend a few days and get a good 97 pointer. I'm inching closer to DLTK champ. So that's pretty hype. And then Dr. Light with a infill LTK 219, it's a 92 pointer. An infill DLTK 241, that's a 93 pointer. And then a Chicago LTK 34, which is a 91 pointer. So congrats on your 90 points all on the same day, 3 90 pointers and an 88 pointer all on the same day. That's pretty insane. Spicy with a dual LTK 9, so that's a little world record, little LTK world record cake job there. What else are we looking at here? All right, Lake Demon went kooky mode on Rescue DLTK. See, look at this. He got a 312. And then what happened? He got a 308, and then a 305, and then a 254. Is this using the new strategy? Probably, right? I have no idea, but he saved a buttload of time. So congrats to Lake Demon on lowering a world record by like 20 plus seconds or whatever that was, whatever that is. Anyways, pretty crazy stuff. Oh, it seems like he also had gone to 319, which was second place, and then that's when he started getting all those untieds. And then I got a Bunker 1 DLTK 203. That's a third place time. So I'm very proud of that. Tied Clemens for third place there. And now Clemens doesn't have any wins on me over the on LTK or DLTK. One tie, which is this one, and the rest I have all wins. Yoris got an Archives LTK 55. He caked that and duped it and all that. He hasn't got 54 yet, but he at least at some point was playing for 54. Hopefully he still is. We'll love to see 54 happen. Now that he's using 2.x and stuff on Archives LTK, like 54 is going to happen if he keeps going for it. And then Tommy comes off the top rope with a Facility DLTK 114. That's a 97 pointer. That cut so that my untied went from 8 seconds to only 3 seconds of an untied now. And he's been getting close to even better. So congrats to Tommy. That's an impressive time to get a 114. It's pretty insane. I mean, I came up with a lot of crazy, well, not really came up with a bunch of strategies. I had helped come up with some before. And then for this grind, when I got the untied, I had put together a pretty good combination of strategies and certain things. But yeah, so there's all this kind of new stuff to learn, and he wasn't even like super experienced at any of it, whereas I had some experience at least with some of it. And he just came in and got 3 seconds off my untied, and he's been getting like at least on paces where he could tie my untied, maybe beat it by a second. Has some cleaning up to do for sure, but it's not an easy level, so I understand. Anyways, huge congrats down at 114. That's pretty amazing. Spicy with an Escape DLTK 456. That's a 91 pointer. And that's all we have for all the 90 point times for LTK. So that's pretty good. And then I also want to shout out, as Alka is saying in chat here. Yeah, so there has been a new strategy on Rescue, and we're going to see that on normal mode as well. But there has been a new strategy on Rescue where you complete objective 1 or something. I'm not a perfect art guy, so I don't know, but you shoot like through a wall using the X-ray, and then like it's very specific like line where you could just like somehow for some reason shoot through a wall. Pretty insane. Complete an objective that way. So yeah, that's saving players a lot of time, and we will see that on the normal mode as well. But yeah, so there's been that new strategy last month in December. Yeah, I'll show a vid later. So in December of 2024, there was a new GoldenEye strat, fully developed for the damn agent. Everyone's been getting 52s now. And for Perfect Dark, there's been this new strategy. So pretty amazing stuff. Yeah, I'll show the strategy in action when we get to the best run so far. Um, anyways, so that's all we have for LTK. Again, uh, our team won. Me, Sean, John, and Blue and Spicy were the headshot legends or something like that. Anyways, here is the normal mode. Let's check out the normal mode here, and gonna first go through and just go through. You might get some spoilers and other stuff, but oh well. We go through all the damn Agent 52s real quick. So Randy on the first of the year got a damn Agent 52. So good job, Randy. And then Colton comes in with the damn 52 also on the first. Keep in mind, I predicted about 10 52s would happen in January. We had a decent amount happen for that last 9 days of um uh 9 days of December when the strategy was released publicly. And then, so a decent amount had happened, and I said maybe there was gonna be about 10, I predict 10. Some people were saying like 5. I was like, like 10. And people thought I was crazy. People thought, no, there's not 10 people are gonna get in January. It's gonna slow down. I'm like, 10. Quick spoiler, more than 10 happened. All right. So Randy with the damn 52, Colton with the damn 52 on the same day, and then next day Will with the damn aka Stale Beeflet with the Caverns 101. Oh, sorry. Anyways, yeah, that happened. That's cool. Let's go for the damn 52 choose real quick. Tyler P with the damn 52 on the 3rd of January, and also on the 3rd, Misty with the damn 52. Okay. Luke with the damn 52 on January 6th. And Chris G with the damn 52 on January 7th. January 8th, we had Antler with the damn 52. January 12th. So I guess there was a few days. Yeah, there's a few. This was like the biggest gap with one not happening, I would say. It's like 4-day gap or whatever. So Frost House with the damn 52 on January 12th. Where's that at? Right here. Paracuzia with the damn 52 on the 13th, as well as Toasty on January 13th, as well as Tully Nickerson on January 13th, aka Jugsy. Clemens on January 14th, he gets a damn 52. Am I off screen here? Colin on the 14th also gets a damn 52, and Ace gets a damn 52 on the 14th as well. So that's 3. And Cubby and Neil. Okay, I'm not sure if this is exactly like. I didn't realize that 5 had happened. I don't know. Like the dates might be a little bit off with the way that like time zones work and all that. But regardless, within around 24 hours, 5 52s happened. The only problem was that 2 of them, Cubby and Neil, 2 of them had to be duped because they were the video quality had interlacing and they were going to get backrolled, so they had to get duped. But they did end up getting duped. So all on the same day, seems like we had 5 happen. That's amazing. That's insane. People thought that 5 was going to happen in within the whole month. It happened in one day, 5. And I just want to give a big shout out to Cubby and Neil for actually duping Dan 52. Oh yeah, it was drop frames. That's what it was. Not interlacing. It was drop frames. So congrats on them for duping it. They had to like persevere and actually dupe it, but I'm very proud of them for continuing along with that. And then we had a Tyler McKinney, young Tyler, on the 16th of January gets a Dan 52. On the 17th, Ricky, aka the Rixer, and Psychroptic, aka Zach, they both get their Dan 52s, as well as Alka, also on the 17th. A lot happened on the 17th. So congrats to Alka getting a Dan 52. Alka was famously in the Carl original Dan 52 typing in chat. It's kind of like a famous elite lore, and now Alka has achieved her own, so that's kind of insane. Raza with the Dan 52 and BK both on the 18th. Mamel with the Dan 52 on the 19th, as well as Kratos. Okay. And then on the 20th, Gus comes out. He hadn't played in forever. And he's like, yeah, I'll get a Dan 52. Why not? And then looks like there was actually a decent amount of time where none got achieved. Because that was the January 23. So I guess there was another break. Yeah, January 27th, Therm gets a Dan 52. And then January 28th, Fletcher comes back and unretires and gets a Dan 52. So, any more? Any more? Nope. Fletcher was the last one of January. Kind of insane. Anyways, that's a lot of 52s. We will really quickly go look at the rankings, and we will see that 52 on Dam now is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 9-liner, fully filled out. Can someone in chat remind me? Is there going to be a 10th line, or is it as soon as the next person gets 152? 5 more. Okay. So after 5 more, I think 5 more, it'll just be 1 more line, and 1 more after that. Yeah, so after 6 more, it's going to be like these other stages that say 68 players or 60 players. So yeah, once there's over 50, once there's 51 or more, there's no more initials left. So we're 6 away. Just let that sink in for 1 second here. This was a tied by only 3 people had this time from like December 20th of 2024 all the way from what? December 2017 until December 22nd. And we are 6 away from it being just like a Cradle or a Caverns, which have like damn near every freaking active player having the record. So it's pretty insane stuff. Pretty ridiculous. New strategies are pretty hype. And you don't see them often in GoldenEye, so anyways, that is all the Dan 52s. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna go over the other cool things that have happened. I guess I will quickly go through and find the 53s that also happened, because not only has this strategy made 52 easier for good players, it's made 53 easier for more beginner players or players that don't take the game as like their main passion or the main thing. So like for example, like a Oreo, aka my homie Jay Nero, he doesn't play all the time. He's got his DDR and all sorts of fun things he likes to do. But he likes to more casual runs. So he likes to play once in a while. And this new strat came out. He had tried for 53 in the past, couldn't get it. Was close, but just didn't put in all the effort of the grind to finally get it. But this new strat came in, and he's like, okay, I'll grab one. So he grabs a 53. Really cool stuff. It almost seems like this was like a dupe for fun, actually. I guess he got his actual 53 on the last day of that, so he actually gets a shout out for the December 2024 recap and the January 2025 recap. But that's fine. The homie deserves a double shout out. And yeah, we even see some players getting a Dan 54 with a new strat as well. Just are lowering that, so pretty cool stuff. Deep Darkness got a Dan 53. That's really cool stuff. He's like an old school player that usually just plays like LTK stuff. So for him to come out and get a Dan 53 is really cool. Let's see here. We got some Dan 52 dupes on different things for fun. Elusive gets the damage in 53. He's like a new player. He switched from Xbox. He's playing, so that's really cool. I might miss one or two here, but just bear with me. I think there's like at least one more here. Cali dupes 52. Tuck gets 54. Tuck with the damage in 53. Very nice, Tuck. You tucked that time away. Luke Fox with the damn 54. Cider Dude with the damage in 53. I'm pretty sure that was his first points. And it also might have been Tuck's first points as well. Yeah, that was Tuck's first points. That was Cider Dude's first points. So now people are able to get their first points on Damn Agent, which is really cool. I mean, they were able to before, but you know it was much harder to, and it's cool to see that. Let me see what else. I think that's about it. Yeah. But anyways, some cool stuff for sure. So now we have Damn out of the way, and yes, I know we were doing this a little bit weird order of everything, but I do think it makes sense. Now we're just gonna go through fill in the blanks with the rest of the times achieved this month. Again, I'd already. Oh well, we have a Joe T on January 2nd, got Aztec SA 140. So congrats to Joe on that. That's really solid. And then Will, aka Stale Beeflet, yeah, as I said, he got that Caverns Agent 101. That actually was his first world record, and he got that at a meet in Australia with former champion Luke and Cal and maybe someone else. Um, so congrats to Will on that. That's really cool to get your first world record. Um, and to get it live in front of some legends. So that's really awesome stuff. Matt P, right after Joe T got an Aztec SA 140, Matt P was like, well, I'm going to get one too. I'm just going to cake it. Why not? Okay. Red Screens with a Depot SA 39. I think that got him leaderboards, right? Yep. That got Red Screens leaderboards on Depot. Let's see what Depot looks like now. I guess it's just and three more. That's pretty insane. Anyways, shout outs to Red Screens on that. That's really cool that you got Depot leaderboards. That's like that was one of the most rough ones that I got. So I know what it's like to grind those levels. Will with the damn 156. Just might as well. He didn't use the new strategy. No one really is going to with this for 00. But he was like, oh, I might as well, just get like a better leaderboard. So that's really cool. And then Will came out with an insane unhorde. So the unhorde had Bunker 100100. That is a 1 second untied. And we are going to do a quick examination of this run just to kind of break down what happened differently here. So he kind of takes the line here to the side, more to the side, so that this guard sees him earlier and pulls a nade earlier, which is very important. And then he turns over here and shoots a bullet to lure Boris early. So the quicker you shoot near Boris, usually we hit the guard, and Boris seeing the guard get hit, he'll put his hands up. It's kind of random how quickly he does, but he will put his hands up eventually. But by shooting this way early, you can get Boris's hands up early. And this has been known to be a thing for sure for years, but people thought that the nade would blow up Boris because on most runs, as Boris is starting to move, he barely doesn't blow up to the grenade. But because Will took this weird line to the side, which is really smart, he gets the nade pulled a little bit earlier. Like the guard sees him earlier, pulls it, shoots here. Now he goes and kills the guard. And now look at that. Look how quickly Boris just instantly, gets up to Boris and instantly starts moving. So that's pretty much it. The run's not perfect. Like the next part of the run's not perfect, but he ends up getting a 100, which beat Clemens' very old Untied actually. Beats it by a second, and 59 is definitely possible. But this run's insane. So the 100 deserves a lot of praise. That's the first world record, or Untied world record for GoldenEye to happen this year. And that puts us down to only needing 10 more seconds. I'm pretty sure, right? 10 more seconds. Yep. 10 more seconds. We're down to 10 seconds to get the sub 110. So pretty cool stuff. But he also had a few other things though. He also had, so the Bunker 100 100, but he also unhoarded. I guess maybe they're from like before. Oh, no, they're from they're all just posted on this day. I don't know. He didn't really care about data sheets, I guess. I'm assuming he didn't get them all on the same day, but he just didn't really care. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, he got a Cradle Agent 33, a Streets Agent 111, Streets SA 154, and Streets 00154. So that's a world record sweep on Streets, which I had predicted. So he gets the world record sweep on Streets, as well as a Cradle 33, as well as an Untied on Bunker 1. So little 5 world record unhoard there. Very cool stuff. All right. So, Axel Z came out with a Control SA 411. That's a 50-pointer, just to continue his crazy streak of PBing like every year for a billion years. Dogger got Archives Agent 16. Joe T got Service 2 134. That's 13 points. Perna with a Rescue Perfect Agent 250. Seemed like Perna was on an LTK team, but during the LTK January, he just decided to start playing some normal mode, so he kind of got distracted. But yeah, it's a 68-pointer. Oh, Cyrus got Jungle Agent 53, a 39-pointer, and Jungle SA 59, a 39-pointer, both on the same day on a quick return to Jungle. He hadn't played Jungle in a while since he was like a real noob, and he was just like, yeah, I'll just kick some little times here. And then Joe T, now we're on the 10th of January, by the way. Joe T got Surface 2 133. That is a 24-pointer. Katie with the Runway SA23 is a 35-pointer. The Luge got Aztec Agent 131. That's a 16-pointer. That makes 132 almost dead. It's at like 7 points or 8 points left. And then Cyrus got Jungle SA57 just a couple days later. So now he's at 56 points for Jungle SA. And then he starts playing some Jungle Double. Gets a 103, gets a 101. So he's close to that sub 1 minute. Tyler with a Depot 0047. That's an 84-pointer. That's an unfortunate run there. You know, he very well could have had a 46. Landed on a 47. That might haunt him forever. But oh well. Still killing it. Joe T with the Surface 2 131. That's a 51-pointer. Getting close to the sub 130. Perna with the Skedar Ruins PA 137 or 63 points. The Luge gets to sub 130 on Aztec Agent. 48-pointer on a 129. That's really solid. It's a cool barrier to break. Cyrus lands right on the 1 minute flat on Jungle Double O. Eli with an Aztec Agent 132. I think that was his first points. Yeah, first points on Aztec Agent in 2025. That's a head scratcher. That's pretty cool stuff. That's new. Haven't heard of that, at least for a long time. Now is when the new strategy starts really coming together on this Rescue Perfect Agent. So Will's like, okay, I'm gonna beat it by a second. He gets Untied, gets a 227. So that's where we start. In the middle of January, starting at 227 is the first Untied on Rescue Perfect Agent. Akadi gets an Egypt Agent 48. And then Wittershins with a Statue Agent 219. I don't think he has 218s, right? Yeah, but that's a 219 sweep. That's really solid. That's really solid. Should be possible to get 218 though on SA and Double O. But anyways, really solid to get an Agent 219. I found that to be the hardest of the bunch. Like harder than SA and Double O 218s. Pollywood with the Rescue Perfect Agent 238. So yeah, using the new strategy, getting a 92 pointer. Having fun with a new strat. Wish I was famous with the Defense Agent 46, 80 pointer. Wish I was famous, still having fun in Perfect Dark, still getting some solid times. Tyler P with a Bunker 1 Agent 16. That's really good. That's really solid. Takes the world record there. So another 16. Matt P with a Jungle SA56. He was doing Jungle January. So we got a nice 56 there. Not sure if that's where he ended up landing, but for now, for sure. Perna with a Rescue Perfect Agent 249, and then a 247, and then a 243. So landed on an 85 pointer after all that. Akadi with a Streets Double O and SA 156. And then Will with he also got a couple. He got Surface 1 Agent 102 and Frigate Agent 23. So that was all part of the Unhorde. So he got 7 times with 5 world records, with 1 being an untied. 7 Yosh with a Surface 1 Agent 103. I can't remember. Was that like his first points he got? Yeah, that was his first points. Actually insane. He got a little bit more since then as well, but he got Surface 1 agent. So we had an Aztec agent and a Surface 1 agent as their first points this month. A lot of first points. I mean, not all these players are going to pan out to being, the next ace or the next whoever. It doesn't mean they shouldn't have fun, though. But what I'm saying is that one of them might, like some person out here is getting their first points in 2025 on these pretty difficult stages. That's where like the dopamine hits. That's where it all begins. That's where it began for me. You get your first points, you get your feet wet, keep going, keep getting all these points on all these levels, and start improving them all one by one. And just if you're skilled enough and addicted enough, you might just take it very far. So you love to see the first points happen because it's promise for the youth. Luke with a Depot 0046, that got him. I think he already had 39, right? Yeah, that got him leaderboards as well. So 2 Depot leaderboards this month. Really crazy to see. That's like a rare leaderboards to get. So congrats to Luke on that. Luke is a former champ. He's got a little bit of issue with like one of his fingers from the keyboard grip after years of doing that. So he hasn't been able to, make a full comeback into the game. But he has been playing levels a little bit here and there that don't require, like a Dan 52 or the Depot where, it's a little 2.x. You don't have to like press with the tip of your fingers on the controller, on the C buttons and stuff. So he's been able to get some cool times, and it's awesome to see, because you don't like to see someone who's like otherwise at least somewhat inspired to, play here and there, not make it their whole life, like it used to be, but to play a little bit. But then they have like some little injury like that prevents them from playing. You hate to see that, even if they're not out here getting untieds anymore or doing things like that. Like you love to see them still improving their times and getting things that should be on their page, and yeah, so it's good to see. And Deepa 0046 is nothing to sneeze at. It's a hard time. It's a solid time. So congrats to Luke on that. And then Cyrus on the 16th of January, in mid-January still, gets Jungle 0059, so he does end up getting the sub 100. So congrats to Cyrus on that. It's only worth 53 points, but don't let that deter you from thinking that this is not a great time. Like, this is a solid time. Sub 100 on Jungle 00. It's already pretty good on SA, but on 00, means that you're like really committed and you're playing well on jungle and you're not, you're not scared. I'll put it that way. A lot of players are scared to play that level. They shouldn't be. Para with a rescue PA 230. That was a 97 pointer. That was a 97 pointer? Rescue Perfect Agent 230. So that 228, that must have like cut a few seconds then. Do they? Sorry, 1 second. Let me just make sure I have my history right here. I guess that Will had a 228, which was already like a 2-second untied. And then he untied it by a second with a new strategy. I guess that makes sense. So then Parrot came in and got where is that? I'm lost. I'm lost. Parrot came in here and got second place. Maybe he was like tied for second with a 230. I don't know. I know that Ace had like a 231. I think he still has a 231. Anyways, Joe T with the Surface 200 130 on the 17th of January. On the same day, he got 128. So sub 130, really good time. 68 pointer. Congrats to Joe T on that one. Para came in with a Rescue Special Agent 214. That's a 90 pointer. Perna with a Rescue Agent 126. That's an 80 pointer. Cyrus said, "Hey, I got sub 100, but guess what? I'm not satisfied with 59. I'm gonna get 58. So we got a 58, which was 63 pointer. So very solid, very solid. Matt P with the Jungle 0057. So Matt's like, "Oh, you're gonna tie my 58 like that? Well, I'm gonna get 57." So he gets 57 because again he was doing Jungle January. That's a 75 pointer, and then Tyler P with a Silo SA 114. That's worth 51 points. And then Lake Demon with a Rescue PA 232 and a 231. So he's getting down there close to an untied or close to a world record or something. Toasty got Chicago Special Agent 25. That's an 80 pointer. It's 1 second off the world record. Mammal, yeah, got the Dan 52. Talk with the Dan 53. Perna got Runway Agent 22. It's a 94 pointer. Tyler P with a Silo SA 113. That's worth 63 points. I can't remember. I'm just gonna come out and say this. Tyler P got top 10 this month. I can't remember if it was from the 114, the 113, or the next time he got. But I will just say congrats to Tyler. He entered the top 10. He's like a dino from the old ages as like an okay player. Stopped playing for years and then came back and out of nowhere, like, for the past, I don't know, what, 2, 3, 4 years or whatever, he's just been like continually getting better and killing it and having a good time doing so. So yeah, that's like the first Canadian player to enter the top 10 in a long time. That bopped Mark Ritsu out of the top 10. And that's just like the first person to enter the top 10 for like a while. So congrats to Tyler on that. That's really cool to see. Again, I can't remember exactly which one did it, unfortunately. Maybe chat can help me out with that one. But for now, really good stuff. And then let's see here. Perfect Ace comes in with a Jungle Agent 49. So you got the world record. I think that, does that make Jungle? Oh yeah, no, Jungle is already a 2-liner. That's kind of crazy. So you got 49. It used a strange strategy where you do like an extra boost, and then instead of throwing a mine at the Xenia drone, you shoot it because it only takes 2 bullets to destroy with an AR on Agent. Who knows if that actually is better for the level or not, but it did have a pretty horrific ending, and I think Yoris might even be inspired to get 48 now. So we'll see what comes with all of it. We'll see what the best strategies actually are. But Ace got 49 using a different strategy that no one's used before, so that's kind of cool. Matt P with a Jungle Agent 52. That's a 63 pointer, so huge congrats to Matt on the 52 there. That's solid. Perna got a Bunker 2 106. That's a 40 pointer. Illist with a Bunker 1 Agent 17. So congrats to Illist on that one. That is his first. Sorry, I know you can't really see this. That's his first points of his career. So congrats to him on his first points. Looking to achieve greatness in this amazing community. I mean, is this a bot? No, I'm just kidding. But we have elusive, illist, whoever else, the ills. There's a lot of similarly named folk right now coming out. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's like, I don't know. I think that we're at like 6 or 7 first points for this month. Maybe like 5 or 6, but really cool to see. So anyways, congrats on the 17 there. Now we're at Acady gets Streets Essay 155. So that is a 91 pointer. It's 1 second off the world record, and he got that using the Ogar route. He used the crazy route. I will show this off. The ROG mainline. This is the ridiculous strategy that Sterling keeps telling everyone to use, and everyone's like, no, it's slower. But Acady said, okay, well, it is about like a second slower or so to the spot, but then there's less guards that get lured, and so you can do more like Val strafing and get him further out, and then like some crazy boosts. So it like kind of can catch up on the speed to some degree, at least versus like just the normal route, like the way that, for instance, like Ogran got his 154. It might end up like with good luck, it might end up being around the same speed as that. So yeah, you go this way instead of going the other way. You go this way. Super cursed route. And then you go here. And then he used 2.x the whole way through. So he's able to do Val strafing on 2.x, which is really impressive. I'm pretty sure that he's using 2.x. So he doesn't even go for the kill on the guards there. He just takes the hit. Because they're kind of like out of the way. At least they're not like completely blocking him. So he dips out of there. That actually could have been done a lot. Like he could have like left earlier too. Had that complete later. And now because there's all these guards that came after him, he can get boost this way. So he gets 2 boosts there. So kind of insane. Foregoes a boost though that you can get from a guard here. So it's like 1 extra boost. But anyways, you are getting boosts in spots that you never would usually. So pretty interesting stuff. And it is cool to see a 155 like that, even though I'm not into that strategy. I think that's pretty cool to get a 155 like that, even if it makes Sterling think that he might be right. And he's not. Anyways. So Ken Cock with a Streets Agent 112. That's a 73 pointer. That's 1 second off the world record. And keep in mind, this is a 60-year-old player, and he just got a Streets 112. So anyone out there that's saying, oh, I'm not a young chicken anymore, I'm not a young spring chicken, can't be getting myself, Streets 112s and this and that. Literally no one has an excuse. Unless it's like your finger broke or like got removed, or you lost a limb, you lost a hand. If you lost a leg, it wouldn't make a difference. But if you lost a hand, yeah, I get it. All right, it's not a very accessible game, but yeah, if it's just I'm just old and I don't have reaction time and this and that, you're just lazy. You're not losing, anything but desire and drive. Because this guy got a Streets 112, all right? And then Clemens comes in with this Runaway SA22, the fastest to ever get Runaway SA22. That was like a 4-hour time for him. The funny thing is that he didn't spend the least amount on the level. He ended up playing it more and got like 7 or like 8 more dupes because he got one at the meet in Minnesota with us as well, which was kind of fun. But yeah, so he still spent a lot of time on the level, but he caked it within like 4 hours. It's just he found it so much fun for whatever reason. He wanted to get like a 4 boost run instead of a 5 boost run, so he played it and duped it like tons of times, like almost like 10 times. So pretty insane. Pretty hilarious. Uh, that he put off this level forever, just not because he was like scared of the grind. He's a really good player. He's like one of the best, but he was just never motivated. You get to a certain point when you're so good if you've been playing for so long. Like for me, I always just want to go for whatever I can attain, and it's like not that hard. Of course, I'm gonna go for it. But like someone like an Ace or a Clemens or like a Mark Rutsu, like they've just been playing for so long that if a time is obviously easy, they're not like, oh, it's so easy, I might as well just go cake it. They're like, it's beneath me almost. So yeah, they just don't care. They don't really, they've achieved everything they needed to achieve. So they just want to get some cool untieds or whatever. They kind of lose the desire to play for easy world records if they just happen to have not got it up to this point in their career. But sometimes they change their mind and they're just like, you know what? Instead of playing for all these untieds that are burning me out, like it would be fun to at least just cake a little world record here and then go back to my crazy grinds. So Clemens did that. He had a good time doing so, and that was good to see. Using the toe point X, by the way, where you use 2.x, but with a rubber band and your toe to hold it in direction for the first part, and letting go to strafe changes. So another toe point X world record, the Dan 52 and the runway SA22. That's 2 world record for Clem this year, and he didn't get anything last year because his facility SA50 grind has ate up all his time. And this year he came in, just decided I'm just gonna cake a couple world records. So congrats to Clemens on that. Even if it's not like the most crazy thing for him, he's not gonna be so proud of it. But he can be proud of how quickly he got both of these times. That's absolutely for sure. Perna with the Extraction Special Agent 126. That's a 77 pointer. Akadi with the Statue Agent 221. That's a 16 pointer. Toasty also got Runway SA22. He caked that. Now, he had put in some previous time, I believe, beforehand, like a year or 2 or 3 ago or whatever, and then gave up. But when he came back after the Dan 52, he caked that. So kind of cool. Him and Clem both got 52s and 22s this month. And then Toasty might have actually gotten it in December. I can't remember. But anyways, I think the 52. But anyways, within this, around the same time of each other. Joe T got a Surface 2 SA52. That's a 49 pointer. So congrats on that. That's using the Nateless route. Hollywood with a Rescue PA 236. As you can see, everyone's using this Rescue strats. So that's a 92 pointer. Perno with an Extraction PA 132. So he's just doing his own thing. He don't go fuck. That's an 89 pointer. So congrats to Perno on that. Will with the Depot SA40, just coming in out of nowhere, getting a 73 pointer. Mammal finally got his sub 30-second run on Runway 00. He got his 29 worth 95 points. So he tied me. So now that is it's a 3rd place time. It's very solid. Yeah. Mammal got completes with like all the different strategies there are really, apart from like that really old one that has like no leans. So congrats to Mammal on that. Happy to see that happen. Cubby got Frigate Agent 24, which is ridiculous. It is only worth 25 points. Cannot believe that. But still congrats to Cubby on that. JD Black with a Rescue PA 233. That's a 92 pointer. And a Rescue SA 212. That's a 93 pointer. Joey came in out of nowhere with a Surface 1 Agent 102. That's a 2nd place time. Perna with an Extraction SA 124. That's an 80 point time. Okay. And then Cubby with an Egypt Agent 48. That's a 2-pointer. So if Cubby and a Katie could get those 47s, then 48 would be worth 0 points, which is going to be crazy. That would be sick. Now we have a lot of stuff here. It seems like this Parisian player is like a new guy. He just posted a bunch of times. Must have like just joined the rankings. But I wish him luck on his GoldenEye start of his GoldenEye career. Joe T clutches the Surface 2 Agent 47. That's a 56-pointer. Congrats to Joe on that. I know he had like a few failed runs and chokes and stuff, so it's good to see you got it. Tyler P with a Salad 128. That's a 75-pointer. So congrats to Tyler on that. Making quick work. Almost able to pass Boss now as well for 9th place. Elusive got Runaway Agent 22. I can't remember. Is that the boring 4? No, he still needs archives, but pretty close to getting the boring 4 within like a very short time. So congrats to Elusive there. Perfect Ace slays the Surface 1 147, one of the older world records from Cali from 2020. So he tied the 147. I think he's going for 146 on essay for that other slay as well. But yeah, congrats to Ace on that. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Lake Demon with a Rescue SA211. That's a 94-pointer. Lake Demon with a Rescue PA228. That's a 97-pointer. So that is 1 second off of the new world record that had just happened. Remember, 227 had just happened. And Lake Demon got 228. So congrats to Lake Demon on that. But, you know, so close to being untied or at least a tied world record. The Rixer got a Mayan SOS Agent 136. That's a 92-pointer. The Rixer also got Crash Site SA 126. That's an 80-pointer. And Randy got Rescue PA 236, which is a 91-pointer. Icy came in the first time he's gone, you know, on a normal mode for a very long time. He got Service 1 Agent 102. That's the 2nd place time. So congrats to Icy on that. Cyrus got his Bunker 1 Agent 17, 79-pointer. So congrats to Cyrus on that. Perno with a Mayan, where am I at? Mayan SOS 137. That's an 81-pointer. Cubby with a Surface 1 Agent 103. That's a 24-pointer. Para got Rescue SA210. That's a 94-pointer. Widershins, Kieran got Bunker 2 Agent 21. That's an 81-pointer. So congrats to Kieran on the 21. That's solid. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. Akady got Title SA 115, which is worth 38 points. That Hawk Coleman had not played in forever, but he got a Crash Site SA 125. So congrats to Riley on that one. Nice to see him back in action. So welcome back. Remember, everyone, you can leave for as long as you want. You come back, we give you a big warm welcome back. Unless if you're like, I don't know, a piece of crap. But as long as you're a chill person, you know, you come back. I don't care how long, you know, Dad was gone out, for, you know, to buy milk and cigarettes for. You come back and I'm going to say, hey, Pops. All right, Tyler got Silo SA 111. That's an 85-pointer. So congrats to Tyler on that one. Akady got Silo 135. That's worth 14 points. And then here we go. Dr. Light got Rescue PA 238. That's an 87-pointer. And then JD gets 2-second untied. Gets Rescue PA 225. That's insane. And I am going to have to just spoil for what happened at the start here of February. First, let me really quickly wrap this up and then we'll talk more about Rescue, okay? So Ricky came in with a Crash Site SA 125. That's an 86-pointer. Really solid time. Dr. Light got Rescue PA 232. It's a 91-pointer. Rage Quit got Rescue Agent 127. That's a 72-pointer. Perna got Deep Sea PA 320. That's worth 67 points. And Perna also got Deep Sea PA 317. So he got 3 more seconds cut on the same day. That's a 70-pointer now. And then Dr. Light with the Rescue SA 217, which is 84-pointer. So congrats to everyone there. Now, I do want to just go in what we're going to do here is we're going to show, this is the last time that happened in January. So as of the end of January, JD had a 2-second untied. I do actually want to show a couple of things here. So first of all, what's the new strategy? So the new strategy is this. You come up here. A lot of pause buffers and stuff. You come up here. Come up to this wall here. Use the X-ray. And then you are able to shoot through the wall to complete objective 1. And then you come over here, do a lure, and get through the just like the shower room or something like that. You can see it took a while for the door to open, but yeah, he comes in here. So that's how he played the level. And then the craziest thing about this run, why it's extremely clutch, is he gets tranked here. He gets like super mega tranked, so you can hardly see. And he clutches this crazy grenade shot that kills the keycard guard and picks up the keycard without being able to see like anything at all. And then he gets 225. So that's really clutch. Like that's, anyone can watch that and pretty much understand why that's like an insane ending. So there you go. And then let's just show for February just a little bit of a sneak peek for next month, because this is important. You know, we want to kind of show where this is led to. So Lake Demon got 224, so that's a 1 second untied. Could have been a better run though. Okay, so what does Lake Demon do? He comes up here and without pretty much any of the pause buffering, he just comes right here and just like pretty much just right away shoots that out. Like that was way faster, but he still does the rest of the run the same. Just has some slower other stuff, gets a little more unlucky. So what does Will do? Will, because this is a new strategy, okay, this is a new strategy, and Will, being Will, you know, he decided to do some crazy stuff. He's like, we haven't really optimized this route yet, okay? It wasn't completely obvious what the best thing to start with was. So he first comes over here. This is where you're supposed to do the lure. He first shoots a bunch and gets this door open first. Turns out that is actually a better way to play. And yeah, there is a lot of luck too with like getting this disguise. It could be like 1 of 10 spots or something like that. So he gets a good one there. Now Will comes over here, and after getting that, because of the way the cycle worked, he was able to like get that door open much sooner. So after that, now he comes over here and does this little strategy on the way out. And that saves him some pretty good time there. There we go. So now he does that on the way out, and then loses some time in certain areas, but is able to secure a freaking 6 second untied. So pretty insane stuff. Yeah, so he switches the order up. So yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Is that was just kind of the end of January. JD has the untied, but I kind of wanted to go over the strat development leading into the beginning of February, because now we're at a 218 with tons of time loss. The other runs were like pretty solid. Now we're at a 218 with like a good amount of time loss, and so that's going to go down to, you know, for February, be prepared. It's going to go down to like 215, 214, 213. We're going to see something crazy happening on that level. So it's cool. There's a new gold rush on Perfect Dark now after the damn gold rush. And this is an exciting gold rush, you know, for Perfect Dark. Like, I'm not a huge Perfect Dark fan. I am a follower of the speedrunners for sure, but I'm not like huge on Perfect Dark these days. Never really done much of the speedrunning myself for it, or not too invested. But when a strategy like this happens, especially ones that are like pretty easy to follow and to see what's going on, it's very exciting to watch. And I especially a level like this, it's fun to watch and it's cool to see. So, anyways, yeah, good stuff. That's about it. Um, I don't think I really have much else to share. At the meet, I got a damn Agent 53 on enemy rockets. And then Clemens tied it in an even shorter amount of time. He freaking caked it. So yeah, we both have 53s on damn Agent enemy rockets. New world record with a new strategy. Um, that's really about it that happened at the meet. Clemens and Boss got like a crazy co-op time on one of the Perfect Dark. I think it was like infiltration. No, not infiltration. Investigation. They got like Invest PA untied on co-op or something like that. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, not too much happened in the meet regarding like new times or anything, but we did have some good, fun time for sure. And that's about it, guys. Not too much else here, but shout outs to all the players who got their first points this month. Shout outs to all the players getting damn 52. What was that, like 16 52s happened this month or something? I don't want to count it all, but yeah, a lot of 52s. A lot more than anyone anticipated. So now it will slow down in February for sure. But I hope to see at least 6 more happen this month so that the initials are destroyed. And eventually, in the next year or two, maybe we'll see 53 be pointless. That would be ridiculous. But that would require like 52 more players right now to get 52. And that's pretty difficult to ask for. So maybe like 5 years that might happen. But initial lists will be the next goal, and that will be very soon. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and congrats to all the players involved. And take care. Cheers.